Hey guys, so I'm back with a Project Pan update. I think it's about the halfway point. I think that this one ends at the end of December is what I said. I meant to watch my video today to make sure that I had all of my products, but I kind of forgot about it. So hopefully I have everything that I'm supposed to have, and let me just get started. The very first thing that I have is the Tarte Blush in Energy. This is a deluxe size sample, I think. I really like this blush. It's a nice bright pink. It's very pretty. I like cream blushes on me. I think I like them so much because I wear powder foundation, and where I have kind of bad skin, I like cake it on real good, and then when I put the powder blush, it looks a little less cakey. I don't know. That's my thought process anyways. I don't know if it actually works, but you know, it's what it is. I haven't used a ton of this. I have used a little bit. That's where I made the crazy line. I've used it several times, but anyway, so I started mixing this in with the other blush that I'm about to show you that I've been using forever. Okay, this is one of the old school Tarte blushes, one of the first ones. It's in Tarte Natural Beauty. I have been using this blush forever. Oh my gosh. So anyways, if you can see how much progress I have made, I actually broke down not too long ago because I was like, when does this blush end? I broke down and I stuck a pin in it. And I will have to say that I'm not going to finish this blush. There's that much blush left, if you can see that. So that is a lot of blush. And considering I've used just probably that much, I think these came up a little bit above, but no. I'm not going to finish this by the end of the year. I'm still using it simply because I like it, and I like it in conjunction with the other blush, but it is not going to be finished. That kind of sucks, but yeah, it is what it is. There's so much product in these. It's crazy. The next product I had two bronzers, two blushes, two bronzers. I was feeling really ambitious. I had worked quite a ways through this Hoola bronzer. I'll show you a before picture here. But I'm still making good progress on that. I actually switched to, for a while, I switched to this Bellapiere bronzer. It is a powder bronzer. Let's see. I don't know what you can see that I've used there, maybe. Let me see. I'm playing with my camera. I've just not been happy with the camera and the lighting and the setup, and so I have a new configuration and I'm not sure about it. So I don't know what you can see and what you can't see, because I definitely can't see what's in the viewfinder. I look, but I can't see. I always add samples to my Project Pan. So one of the first samples that I used was the Estee Lauder, the new Pure Color Envy. I think these are going to be opposite. Let's see if we can do it this way. No, that's stupid. We have Desirable. Desirable is this nude color on top. I absolutely loved it. I actually put it on my wish list maybe for next summer. I thought it was a really good nude on me. Yeah, it was kind of a concealer-y nude, but I still liked it, and I don't really have anything like that in my collection, so I did like that. The next one we have is Tumultuous Pink. I liked this one too, but I have a lot of colors like this already, so I don't need that one. The formula on these is actually pretty good, according to the, using it in here. I always worry that sometimes maybe the formula might be a little bit different. Ready to Go, I did not like at all. If you can see by the packaging here, it is a very dark, it almost looks bluish tone to me in the package, but when you put it on, it gets this more orangey tone, but it still gets bluish toned in certain places. So as it wears off, it kind of wears off to this color here, and it doesn't look even. It looked patchy. I didn't enjoy it. It wore off strangely. So that was my least favorite of all of those. And then at the very end we have Envious, which is a color that I think is okay. Out of all of these, I think I would probably buy Desirable. I did use this. It's Perricone MD No Foundation Serum. I'm so over these silicone foundations. They don't work for me. It kind of dried to a powdery matte finish, which just kind of highlights my pores and just makes the texture on my face look ridiculously bad. The next sample that I used was this Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector and the Ultimate Coverage Concealing Cream. I really liked these. So the brightener was definitely oil-based. The concealer was definitely quite waxy. They went on beautifully though, but they went on beautifully. I loved the effect that they gave, but they had to be set like immediately. I'm talking like you do one eye, set it, other eye, set it, or they were creasing everywhere and it was bad. But after you did that, they stayed all day long. I had no problems with this. I think I got 3 days out of this. The problem with these for me, I'm not going to purchase them because to get both of these, I think you're $60 in to have both of these. And that's a lot for concealer, especially when I have been loving the Maybelline Radiant Dream Lumi, and I feel like it gives me a very similar effect to these, if not better. Better application. And I think when I mix it with my concealer, just like how this, when I use the Dream Lumi, I actually go ahead and put another concealer down, so they kind of mix together, so it's kind of the same effect. Yeah, so I'm not going to pay the $60, but if you're into like Becca Cosmetics or you're into spending that much, I totally would recommend these. They're very interesting. Just set them with powder immediately. 2 other samples that I tried. Makeup Forever Artist Shadow. I love these. I wish they actually use names for their colors. I have no idea. I'm not going to bother. These were absolutely amazing. I got these by accident. I wasted a 500-point perk on something that was so totally not worth 500 points. I picked the wrong one. I was having problems with my iPad and I hit the wrong button and I didn't notice it, and then I got this in the mail and I was like, oh, my heart was just broken because don't know that you could return a 500-point perk, and I'm not even going to try. Like, it wasn't worth the hassle to me, but it did make me very sad. But the thing that happened though, maybe it was meant for me to have these, because the thing that happened was I fell in love with the formula. I have never used Makeup Forever eyeshadows before, and I have a palette coming in the mail, hopefully tomorrow. Yes, so I don't know. I mean, I can't say that I'm going to love it as much as I think that I am based on, you know, this little tiny thing, but oh my gosh, they were absolutely just beautiful. So if you haven't tried Makeup Forever's formula, I definitely recommend it. I'm over the moon. It's probably, based on this, it's one of the best formulas I've tried. I actually used this last night. I was trying on lipsticks and I got a hold of one that would not come off. It was not a very good lipstick, but I don't remember what it was, and it smeared all over my face, so I remembered I had these and gave it a try. It did take my lipstick off. I probably could have found something else to do just as well though. I have no idea how much these cost. Does anybody actually use these? I'm just curious, or do you just, everybody just use like a paper towel or a baby wipe or a washcloth or something? Anyway, so it did take my lipstick off, and it was hardcore lipstick. Like, it was, my whole like face was stained orange. It was kind of an orangey color. Okay, next is the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Barely Branded. Yeah, I almost decluttered this because it was getting really dry, and I haven't had it that long. I'm not real happy with these. I don't think that I personally will purchase anymore, but I did start mixing in Urban Decay primer potion in with it, so that's why it looks kind of like all, yeah, it looks kind of gross in there. But I did start mixing that in with it. It's working beautifully, but it's adding more product to this guy here, which I really want to go away. It's okay. I like it. It works for a base, but I wouldn't purchase this again for sure. I'm almost certain that I had Amber Suede in my original project pan. I started using this and did not make it very far. Actually, nope, didn't make any difference at all. I used it 3 or 4 times, and I don't know if the formula's changed or if It does say Suede in it, and I know a lot of times things that say Suede in the title can be really dry. It was so dry. I couldn't handle this on my lips. I use a lot of different Mary Kay lipsticks, and that's not normally the problem with me. So I'm thinking it's something about this particular one. So I'm going to have to let that one go. So I'm actually going to have to let this one go. I switched it out though. I had a very similar color, or maybe not really, but it's a very similar feel. I switched it out with Gingerbread. It's what I have on right now. My lips are so dry today. Putting on lipstick isn't really helping, but so if they look kind of bad, I'm sorry. But if you can see, I've used a little bit of it. I'm just now kind of getting into fall colors. The weather has been so warm. Just really haven't been ready to switch to fall yet. But that is, I don't like how it has that metallic sheen to it. So I try to play that down, but I don't know. I'm going to try to finish it up. Then I have this lip pencil, lip liner in chocolate. I'm not doing very good with this one at all. The original line is here, and I'm only to like right there. So yeah, I'm not doing good with this at all. Okay, I have a deluxe size sample of Benefit Hoola Lift. I am making some progress on this. I don't know what you're going to be able to see here. But yeah, I can see through, in person, I can see through the bottle. The product in there is now transparent. There's a couple like little places in it where there's no product at all. So I've really made some progress. I did actually take the stopper out of this. I don't normally do that, but what the hell. I like this okay. Definitely not something I would repurchase. It doesn't have that much of a like an effect to, I could go without this and not even notice. I mean, let's be real. So yeah, won't repurchase this, but I'm enjoying using it anyways. Lastly, we have this Mary Kay palette that I have been using forever. I got frustrated, so I looked up, my nose is itching. I got frustrated with this. I'm like, I have been using this for years. Like, I have literally been using this for years. And yes, I do sanitize it, and it's not giving me any problems, but I have been using this for years, seriously. And I got frustrated, so I'm like, how are people panning eyeshadows in such a short amount of time? And I've been using this one for years. So I looked up, I was like, well, I wonder, so I looked up how many grams of product were in this, and basically each eyeshadow in here is equal to more than, slightly over 2, I can't remember the actual grams, I think there's 2.5 grams in each shadow in this palette, and then there, like a MAC eyeshadow is 1.3 grams, and a Lorac Pro palette, if you have the Lorac Pro palette, that only has 0.5 grams in each shadow, I think. I had a hard time finding that, maybe 0.6. But anyways, so I did figure out if I use 5 Lorac Pro shadows is equivalent to using 1 of these. That's a huge, huge difference. So yeah, I don't feel so bad that it's taking me for freaking ever, but I am ready to get rid of, no, I'm not. I love these, but I'm ready to move on. It's like I love them so much, but I am ready to move on. That is the progress I have made. I have hit pan on the brown shade. I have just now hit pan on the purpley shade. I do love these colors. I've made some dent in the black shade. I've made quite a few dents in the other shades. Not really that excited about that kind of goldish shade here. Yeah, so I'm going to pick 3 of these at the end to keep, and I am going to declutter the rest. Obviously, I'm probably not going to keep the ones that are like almost done. But I do love the formula on these. I think they're great eyeshadows. They're some of the better ones that I've tried. So I do really enjoy these, but you know, come on. How many years do you want to use the same eyeshadow? Seriously. Anyways, so that's everything. I hope I didn't ramble on too long. And I will see you guys again soon. Bye.